Take two. Hey, Blue Table fans. Sean here. We're going to take a look at these magnetized Tyranids. And this is for your viewing pleasure, but it's also for a client so he can see how it all works and also verify that everything's right. Also, it gives us a chance to detect any problems. So if there are any errors in this magnetization or in the project in any way, guess what? It's going to be live on TV. But that's okay. That's part of the process here at BTP, is that we work through things with multiple layers of QC and testing, and ultimately the client will get something that is just right. So let's take a look. So first off, a lot of the pieces are just one piece. They're pretty straightforward, like this Dimacheiron. And that sounds like a dinosaur name. You know what? When I was in kindergarten, I wrote paleontologist and spelt it correctly on my little desired profession sheet. Or was it first grade? Anyway, but by third grade, my mother finally had to break it to me that all the dinosaurs were dead. And that was pretty brutal, because I thought a paleontologist went to go live in the wild with the dinosaurs, like Land of the Lost, you know. That crap was real. So, all right, we've got these Malanthropes here. They have metal doweling, which is a nice feature and something we do almost completely standard. Some things like Tau drones do not get doweling because it's actually better to have a lighter situation. Anyway, these Venomthropes, these are really cool figs. I love what Games Workshop has done with them. And okay, let's take a look at the magnetization. Now, there are two Turvagon slash oh my gosh, Tyrannofex is here. And the magnetization is really fiddly. You have to kind of do it in a certain way because the front legs tend to be a very tight fit. So they have these belly sacks. Each one has 4 magnetized points that hold those on. And for the Tyrannofex, those will just be blank. They'll just be painted over. So let's go ahead and get this on. There is a certain way that it goes on. It took me a little while to get it sorted out. But you know, I promise you, this was just on there. There we go. There it's going. Come on now. Aha, ta-da. Okay, and that actually almost sits on the base a little bit. So that's half of the nesting sack. And then the other half obviously goes on the other side. So, by the way, in take one, I could not get this to go on. It is a little puzzly. But they definitely do fit on a certain way. If only you can get it at the right angle. Okay, come on now, be good to me. Yeah, this just fit on a certain way. Hold on. This is happening. Trust me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, there we go. See? Ta-da! And there's probably 10 or more, yeah, actually in excess of 10 little magnets that hold everything together on that. All right, so let's do the guns. So this is one gun. And again, it is, there is a way to put it on. It's a little tricky, but it does go on there. In fact, this one, you have to there you go. You have to take off the right side first and then the left side. And then let's go ahead and get the acid spray on there. By the way, the better of the two different options. This one actually goes on very easily. So it just kind of clunks on like that. And then the heads are interchangeable. The heads are obviously the most straightforward of them. So clunk. And then the Turvagon head or the Tyrannofex head, whichever one that is, that goes on as well. So, okay, let's continue. All right, this guy here magnetizes to be both options. The entire head comes off from the Haruspex. Again, it's got a pretty hefty magnet in there. Hold on, let me just take a look and make sure that it's recording. Yeah, it's going. Perfect. Thank you, by the way. I have a very clever camera girl, by the way. This one, the head and the gun are one piece. So, clunk. That's pretty straightforward. And then you put on the various different options like these crushing claws just fit on. And again, don't snap a magnet on directly like parallel. Actually rock it on like that, and you'll get a greater life out of your magnet. Okay, These are flesh bore, so pretty much no need to test all of these arms. They're all pretty, straightforward. They just go on. They just go on like that. Okay, this one looks possibly a little weak. In fact, this one doesn't even go on here. That's why it's not fitting. It goes on the turbogon. There you go. So that's how that goes. And hold on, let's try another one. Make sure that one works too. Yep, there we go. Perfect. All right. Let's see here. What else? The Tyranid Warriors, I'm pretty sure oh no, it's the Hive Guard that have the different options here. And in fact, I'm not exactly sure how these go on. Here's Scything Talons. Actually, these are Tyrant Guard, excuse me. And you've got Lash Whip, goes on like that. And let's see here. These are for the Hive Guard. Here we go. So there's that. Oh, okay. That's pegging on. That is very unusual. That's more Tyrant Guard. Okay, I don't know. Were these supposed to only have one option? All right, I'm gonna have to get that sorted out. All right, let's continue. The Tyranid Warriors, they have different magnetized arms on them. Top and, or excuse me, just the top on this one. And here we go. Yeah, apparently these are pegged. There we go. So let me just gently pull that off there. There we go. So that's how these options look. Well, that's pretty cool. GW really designed these very well. Okay, so there you go. So that's what that was. Perfect. All right, I was a little confused there, but they are pegged, and with paint and primer, they will actually really be quite solid in that respect. Okay, let's continue. So Tyranid Warriors, looks like some of these are fixed. The client did request them to be fixed after all, which we did. We just left a few options that were magnetized. So like this, oh my gosh, Barb Strangler, that can be switched out for Devourer. His lower limbs also come out. Oh, and in fact, I think this is a Tyranid Prime, and that's why he looks like that. Okay, so there we go. All right. My goodness, I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and take some still pics so that the client can look at everything. And so if anything's amiss, it's not a problem. I'll have the assembler in again in 2 days, and he can just fix anything on the spot or make modifications as necessary. So, Blue Table fans, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.